Greetings and welcome back to the weekly news roundup. And the kitty wants to go. He does not like it when I yell greetings in his face. You know, what do you expect, I guess? What do you expect from a kitty? Well, greetings, everybody. How are you all today? I left the title a little bit clickbaity today, so I'll get called out for clickbait at least 15 times. Oh, what did Microsoft want to do? That's what you got to watch the video to figure out. I mean, come on, guys. This is stats, you know, this is standard stuff. This is how to get views. Everyone now wants to know what Microsoft did, and you'll figure it out if you stick around long enough. But anyway, how is everyone today? Arthur Thing, how's it going there? Juul stuff is just freaky. Oh, yeah, you must have looked at the article list. Yeah, you know what Microsoft's going to do, because you went over switchedtolinux.com and had a look at the article list. SDS Tech, how's it going there? Non-rumor? I don't know, man. I think there is a rumor. Well, I also think my coffee's too far away. It's another coffee day. It's late, and I'm gonna drink some coffee. Hopefully, it doesn't interfere with my running tonight, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Ever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, evening TV? How did I get to living here? Yeah. I mean, hey, we have a predictable world. It's just predictably crazy. Points off for the thumbnail not containing the Hill Valley Edition USA Today with a 2015 logo. That paper is from 2001, and that is the newspaper covering the 9/11 attacks. So that there is method to the madness. Every little detail I pay a small attention to. So anyway, Clock of Frickin', how's it going there, Mr. Clock? Alexander, welcome. How are you? Rosemary, hello. And the kitty says meow to you. KO2610, your number has been called. Hello to you. T-Vlad, how's it going there? Got an ad for FUD. Appropriate. Yeah, you know. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Nah, fear, uncertainty, doubt. Live, 9 o'clock, Friday evenings on Switch to Linux. Windows my, that word. Hello to you. How's it going there? Paul, greetings there. Alan Blake, hello to you. Hello, Robert. Mr. Anderson, how's it going there? Mr. Snap, the Banana Man's here. Hello, Mr. Kitty Cat Gamer. That's some good coffee. I think it's Folgers. I don't know. Discount. I got some Pete's coffee the other day. Anyone have Pete's coffee? I've never actually had it yet, but it was 50% off at the grocery store because apparently they're not making that particular flavor anymore. So I'll give it a try when I run out of Folgers. Probably about a week or so. I'll be busting that package out. But I think it has some slight flavors to it. I don't know. But I'm like, hey, you know, it's coffee. I like exotic flavored coffee. Why don't I give it a try? You know, I gotta find one of these coffee companies to like either do a sponsorship or an affiliate link or something, man, because I love my coffee. All right. Shall we go ahead and dive on in? Who we got? We got 40 folks on right now. I think we got a quorum with 40 folks on right now. Let's go ahead and dive on into the privacy news, shall we? No, I didn't want that. What do I need? This one. That's the one I need. All right. Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the privacy edition. These are recorded live Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube on Switched to Linux. So today we are going to be highlighting my affiliate link for private internet access. If you are one of the people who does need a VPN, or if you need a good systematic way to change your country locations, block ad trackers, or other things like that, consider using private internet access. If you use my affiliate link, then they will send me a small commission for sending you over there. My affiliate link there is on the screen. It's tlm.li/PIA. tlm.li is my own in-house link shortener. So anything you see with that is going to be safe. All right, so the deal that they're offering right now is a 1-year access for $40. It's $39.95, so you can sign up for 1 year for that. There are also the $35.95, which is 6 months access, so you may as well pay the extra $4 and get the full year. Or you can go with $6.95 per month. So you can actually use my affiliate links, sign up, and that helps the channel to grow and stay on the air. But with that being said, let's dive on into the police, into the news. Let's dive on into the police, people. All right. Anyway, yeah, nobody saw this one coming, but yes, police are giving Amazon Ring your real 911 caller data. So this is kind of a follow-up to one of our feature stories from last week where we talked about the police had access to some information out of your Ring, and of course you had to approve giving them access. Yeah, we believe you. Basically, Amazon and which owns Ring and police across this country are involved in building a surveillance network. If you missed the news article, have a look at the news article from last week. This is kind of an update, so there's actually a little bit more backdoor data hanky-panky going on. So when you call the 911 systems, you have CAD data, which stands for Computer-Aided Dispatch Data. So this is the data when you call 911 and this data is collected. Well, it turns out that all of the police units that collect these 911, all the police units, the police forces that have deals with Ring, takes this 911 data and passes it up to Ring. Okay? And then Ring takes this data and redistributes it back down to the police network. So while they don't necessarily share your direct feed, they are basically taking all this data, cross-linking it to you, and sending it back down. It basically means that the police know exactly who you are, exactly what you have. Now, they don't do this for every single crime. They just do it for like your burglaries, your murders, things like that. There's a list here somewhere. I'm not sure I'll be able to find it or not. But what happens is you call 911 because, you know, you have an emergency. That data gets packaged up. All of that data gets packaged up and sent up to Amazon. And then they repackage it and they distribute the major crime data back down to the police. There's definitely something wrong going on here when the private 911 data of you screaming hysterically into your phone at the bleeding corpse of your family member gets sent on up to Amazon and you don't have anything to do about it. I'm telling you what, people, we need at some point in time to just stop! Stop with all of this crap! Just stop! There's no business Amazon has with our 911 calls. Federal government, are you awake? Stop this practice. Tell Amazon, wipe them out, kill Ring, destroy it, nuke the databases, burn down the data centers. We don't need this stuff. We do not need to take our private data of our emergency phone calls and ship it on up to Amazon. We don't need to be doing that. What do you guys think? Let me know. This one here, I don't know what to think about this stuff. I have no idea. So this is, of course, Juul, the big old vaping stuff, and vaping is a problem. I think, in fact, vaping, because what ends up happening is these tobacco companies, you know, they realize that, you know, tobacco's on the decline. Everyone knows, you know, filling your body full of smoke is detrimental. We know how addictive it is. We know it causes all this lung cancer. We know all this kind of stuff. They're like, what do we do? I got an idea. Let's inhale vapor instead. And let's just make it more addictive. And then let's make it fruity flavors and get the children young. And so it causes giant controversy with all the vaping. Of course, it featured a South Park story as well. If you didn't watch that one, they had the one thing through there, like if you guys remember the old Kool-Aid ads. I don't know if these Kool-Aid ads are still running, but the old Kool-Aid man would bust through the wall. Well, at one point in time, the vape man busts through the wall. It is very interestingly done South Park episode. You should go check it out. And I'm not a fan of that show, by the way. It's just there's a few of those shows that I did watch because of the cultural relevancy. And so Juul is now launching, so this is their bid to kind of compete, or not compete, but kind of address some of these concerns. So they're launching a new e-cigarette that is paired to your phone. And to use the device, basically you got to take the device, pair it to an app on your phone. And then the phone app can monitor your usage. It can track your usage. You can lock it down to other people who aren't you. You can find your device. So I guess these things must have GPS trackers in them. They can find your device, and you can actually at some point in time tell it, hey, I only want to have X amount of vapes today. And so you can have your app lock it. But the caveat is to use this app, you actually have to give it photo ID. So the good part about that is that this is a bid to attempt to make sure that nobody is using this device who is underage. Except what stops you from, you know, finding your friend in college or your older sibling or your crazy uncle who doesn't care, or your parents, and they scan it all in, you sync all this thing up, and now, you know, it really doesn't solve much of a problem. But then the downside, though, is that this will track, obviously it has some degree of GPS trackers. It does tell us that all of this usage data is being sent up to Juul. So now Juul is getting all of this usage data on all of these people. I'm telling you what, this is bad. This is bad because this is a company that deals in the most addictive substance on the planet. Okay, nicotine is one of the most addictive substances on the planet. Now they're developing and engineering a device that they can track the exact usage, how it's used, where it's used, with all of the full-fledged app-enabled data tracking. People, this is frightening. You got to wake up to this. And if you're into that nasty habit of vaping, well, stop vaping. Okay? Get off of it. You start saying, well, this is better than cigarettes. You're inhaling a bunch of crap into your body, okay? I don't have to sit down and do a bunch of toxicological studies to say inhaling a bunch of vapor into your body with other chemicals is not going to be good for you down the road. Stop. But if you are not going to stop, don't use this crap where it's going to track in everything you do and send it up to the company. That's insanity. All right, well, researchers found a way to measure blood pressure with a selfie video. So you take your phone and you do a good old selfie. This thing is creepy because they're just like, oh, the blood pressure, no big deal. Now, first and foremost, there's been controversy about apps that allege they can take your glucose levels and blood pressures and all these things. So I'm not completely sure. Now, they allege that their system is 95% accurate. But then when you started to dig into what was going on, okay, on the privacy front, the app uploads results of the analysis to the cloud, but not people's selfie videos. Guys, I'd rather have the selfie video uploaded to the cloud than to have the medical data uploaded to the cloud. And then the question becomes, what are they doing with this data? Are they going to fully fledged protect this stuff under HIPAA laws? So Neurologics plans to offer access to more detailed health plan for a monthly fee. For a monthly fee, we'll sell you some snake oil and tell you a little bit more stuff. All right, the team eventually hopes to track other health attributes with tech including blood glucose levels, hemoglobin, and cholesterol. Yes, all in one centralized, hacker-ready database ready to go to the highest bidder, which, by the way, is going to be a health insurance company. Don't give any of your data to any of these companies. We don't need this kind of stuff. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, so the idea here is that it's going to take all this data. It's going to upload your data. Guys, you do not need your health data in the cloud. You don't need it in the cloud at all. I mean, really. All right. This is exciting. Anybody over there across the pond from me, over in the UK? UK National Health Service is launching an AI lab. Okay. So the idea here, this is attached to the National Health Service. So the idea is that anytime you go in for any medical procedure, all of your data is dumped into this AI lab. And, you know, hey, UK is already used to sharing all of their data with anybody anyway. So, hey, what's the big deal, you know? So the idea here, though, is that they want to start using these types of things. They're going to be selling this data to companies who want to research with it. So it's just part of this health tech to support preventative, predictive, and personalized care. I don't want AI making preventative, predictive, or personalized care. Let me help you out. And before you're like, I'm not going to some guy on the internet. Okay, I have a doctor's in medical research. All right, and I spent a majority of my adult and late teenage life studying health and nutrition from a scientific perspective. We're talking biochemistry. We're talking toxicology. I've spent 6 years in a cancer lab. You know, I mean, I know what I'm talking about and a lot of this kind of stuff. But of course, I'm not a certified health technician. So take that with a grain of salt. Cut back your sugars. Eat more fats. Don't eat processed foods, which includes processed vegetable oils. Eat real food that's actually cooked. All right. Get some exercise. take a good vitamin supplement if you feel like you need to, and you'll be fine. There's the preventative medicine. As far as predictive, I'm kind of 50-50. I could be swayed on the predictive part of this, but personalized, I don't want an AI machine making those decisions for me. And that's kind of one of the things, is that this is just part of a bid to collect everybody's personal data, and again, centralizing database. Yeah. All right, this one's neat. This is Wall Street Journal. I did find out something fun and interesting. If you are on Tor, you can read the articles. So I'm going to pull up the article. At least I think you can. Let me... Wall Street Journal. There you are. Let me copy you, since my phone is connected to the internet via Tor. I was looking at this going, wow, this article must not be locked. But there's either something about, it's either Tor or it is Firefox Focus on a phone gets past the block wall. So I'll flip through this guy here, but this is from Wall Street Journal. FBI, so this is interesting. Right? So of course, Facebook got this historic $5 billion FTC fine because they're violating privacy, but the FBI is setting up a backdoor deal with collect more privacy. Is anybody experiencing cognitive dissonance as much as I am right now? So Facebook was just hit with a major fine for privacy, but the FBI wants to scrape Facebook data, which is a violation of privacy things, but they want Facebook's help to set up a giant Facebook/social media surveillance network. Yeah, that's exciting. So FBI soliciting proposals from outside vendors. So the idea is that they're contracting into outside vendors who will go on. So this actually raised some eyebrows when I guess there is something you can do on Instagram, which will post it and then delete the thing after 24 hours. Well, this company was following all these accounts at individual people's requests, scraping the data and publishing them in a database. So while Instagram, the posts disappeared after the allotted period of time, they never disappeared for the entire record because these companies were scraping the data. Which again, Facebook said, hey, this is a violation of our terms of service to access the data. Go figure. Somebody who is is violating Facebook's terms of service with our data. Guys, get off of Facebook. So FBI is soliciting proposals from outside vendors to contract and pull vast quantities of public data from Facebook and Twitter and other social media platforms to, quote, proactively identify and reactively monitor threats to the United States and its interests. Guys, the point is, get your personal life off of social media. You want to sign up for a brief account to, swap photos with family, I'd still advise against using Facebook for that. But, if you want to follow a company, maybe you want to follow my posting schedule because YouTube does not give you enough notice on the notifications. You can sign up on one of the social media accounts that I have and follow the channel, and you'll know when I upload videos, right? I don't use it for anything else, and I would encourage other people not to use it for anything else either, unless you're, if you're there to follow a specific company or follow some creators, that's a good thing. Now, of course, you can follow pages without creating the accounts. I know Twitter does. I'm not sure what other ones. What are all of the accounts that you can use without? I don't know. Anyway, just look into them. I know Twitter does, but I think Twitter is the spawn of the devil right now, so I'd not advise you not creating accounts over there anyway. But this is kind of creepy. This is what they're trying to do with our data. Hey, have fun. All right. Group dating app found leaking basically everything about its users worldwide. 1.5 million users had their data exposed. So, what is this? 3Fun? So if you were on 3Fun, why is it called 3Fun? I mean, you're dating. Is this a dating app for threesomes? Shouldn't it be called 2Fun? I mean, really, 2Fun. I mean, come on. I have 3Fun. I don't want to be the third wheel here. Or is the company the third wheel? Hey, we're getting the two of you together, and the three of us, me, you, and the app, are going to get together and have some fun. Well, if it's fun is considering leaking every bit of data out about you, and the data ended up being, it was literally like everything. All your personal information, all of your chat data, all of your private photos, real-time location data. Guys, stay off of this crap, man. Stay off of this crap. Find your date somewhere else. Ooh. Yeah. 3 fun. Oh, well. That's not too fun. All right. What is Microsoft doing? Microsoft, like, guys, we reported over the last month, we've hit now every one of these major smart speakers and data mining guys. Like, I mean, Amazon Alexa, surprise, surprise, surprise. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Contractors were listening to what you told Alexa. And then it's like Google comes out. Hey, Google, we'll say surprise, surprise, surprise. People are listening to what you tell your Google device. Okay, Google. Ooh, contractors. Oh, what are they saying? What are they saying? And then surprise, surprise, surprise. Everything you told Siri. Siri, Apple, the privacy company. We take your... Aren't they running on this privacy platform? No, I'm running on the privacy platform. Don't use any of this crap. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Siri, contractors, listen to your calls. Microsoft just wanted to get in on the act. So yes, now the article here says Skype. It's actually Skype and Cortana. It says most Skype calls and nearly everything you ever told Cortana or hears about Cortana is being sent to third parties to listen to how you interact with Cortana. Microsoft could not help but to get involved in the act. So now every one of these, I don't know, is it Bixby, Pixby? I don't know. What's Samsung's crappy little thing that nobody likes? Is it Bixby? I don't know if they're listening to everything or not. Probably. They're just too irrelevant. Nobody cares, you know. But yeah, Vice reports that yes, indeed, Microsoft contractors are listening to some Skype calls, and actually, it says pretty much says like everything from Cortana. So Microsoft had to get on the act too. They're like, guys, every tech company is beating us everywhere. Man, they even beat us to the data collection leaking. So, you know, Skype audio obtained by Motherboard includes conversations from people talking intimately to loved ones. So, I mean, how many people use Skype to communicate with their grandchildren? Okay? So, like, I have some nieces, and, you know, grandparents want to see their kids more often than, you know, when they make it up there. And so, and I know that grandparents talk on Skype a lot. So you got some backdoor contractor back there watching this little kid's conversation with grandma. Not appropriate. Not appropriate. Talking intimately with loved ones, some chatting about personal issues such as their weight loss, others seemingly discussing relational problems. Other files obtained show that Microsoft contractors are also listening to voice commands used to speak to Cortana, the company's voice assistant. Apple and Google suspended their use of human transcribers for their respective Siri and Google assistants after backlash over similar media reporting of their companies. Quote, the fact that I can even share some of this with you shows how lax things are in terms of protecting user data, a Microsoft contractor who provided the cache of files to Motherboard said. Motherboard granted the source anonymity to speak more candidly about internal Microsoft practices and because the person is under a non-disclosure agreement with the company. You work at Microsoft or one of its contractors? Yeah, all right. They'd love to hear from you if you work it for them. All right, I almost read a little internal ad there. But guys, this is actual audios, typically short, 5 and 10 seconds. They said they could be longer. Yeah, guys. Yeah. What do you guys think? This is crazy stuff. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts about all this. Microsoft couldn't get in there. Of course, have a look at the links in the description and right above me here, and that'll help out the channel. Thanks for coming along. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got a lot of news today, guys. We got a lot of news today. I actually have a full security section too, so. If anyone else was planning on streaming after I'm done, plan yourselves a little bit longer. So, Bruce Scott has Folgers in your cup. I think I have Folgers in my cup. I'm pretty sure it's Folgers anyway. I don't know because when I get a big batch of coffee and I pour it into a separate container. By the time I get to it, I don't remember what it is. Kroger coffee and my K-Cups coffee pot makes it taste expensive. Yeah. Worked on LifeLog, my web app. Now it has a theme change support and summing on assets, expenses, and income categories. Web apps are cool. Open source, latest in branch. Okay, it's one of Trump campaign promises. One of his speeches, actually. Which one? Early fire, yes. Get a fire truck. Escalated quickly again. Hey, you know. It really pissed me off. What is Amazon-ish has to do with emergency services? Yeah. I don't want to make any sense why Amazon would have our 911 calls. It's insane as right. I got something electric. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Smoked for 33 years, then I switched to vape, and now it's been without both for several years. Yeah. Most vapors don't buy that crap. These little devices are garbage anyway, are they? Well, wait until we see the highlight of our business news. We'll talk about something going on behind closed doors. Ooh. Reddest state in the country with the most percent of population in prison, the most conservative state in the country, gave Amazon that idea to grow the police databases. Wow. And start smoking 2 packs a day just to see what all the fuss is about. I'd advise you not to. Hello, Anarita. Greetings. Smoke vape and have all your data delivered to all the all-knowing eye of the great seal of insanity. Selfie, get your duck face on. Predisposition to your personality. But it may not work for all skin tones. Yes, it does. The blood pressure thing does not work for all skin tones. Dr. Google. Yeah. Ugh. Apps are just a way for them to grab information. Yep. In fact, if you have the choice between using a web browser application or an app on a smartphone, always use the web browser. There's less chance of data collection. Like, build yourself, learn the process that it takes to build an app. You'll see what data collection is. AI healthcare in the cloud. Cambridge Analytica. Sounds like a fantastic idea. Yep. But AI machines will not have racial bias. True. Johnny 5 is alive. All right, what do you guys like better? Short Circuit Part 1 or Short Circuit Part 2? I think I always personally like Short Circuit Part 2 better, although I haven't seen it for a while. I have Part 1. I just haven't found Part 2 laying around at Goodwill yet. So, you know. They're hiding the real news now. You have to Tor to access it. Yeah, that was actually good news, though. So if you do want to find Wall Street Journal, and I don't know, it's either Tor or it's Firefox Focus. Not sure, but one of those two combos allows me to actually access Wall Street Journal articles. Sweet. Bonus. Google AI took down Tulsi Gabbard's site during the Democratic debates for a number of hours. Yeah, I looked into that, and I actually think that the problem with that is that they just had just created the account like that day and then tried to drop several $1,000s of ads. Yeah, Google will flag anybody who creates an account out of nowhere and drops several $1,000s in ads. Yes, Google will flag anybody who does that. Let's see. Is FBI only concentrating on USA? I don't know, probably. Probably because the FBI is the federal police. If it were outside of the United States, it would be the CIA. As soon as Google builds an AI, the AI reports that what pay gap is caused by women's own choices and that blacks commit more crime in proportion to their numbers. Yeah. And then everyone's going to take the AI off because it's racist, apparently, and sexist and all that kind of stuff. If anyone's oppressed, it's white men. Yep, that's right. Facebook started good when only uni-bound. Yeah. The refund trans featured? Oh, okay. What do I know? So everything is recording us now. That's right. Even this kitty is embedded with a bug to record stuff, right, kitty? Yeah. You're monitoring me, aren't you? Yes, you are. You are monitoring me. Bigfoot, get ready. You'll have a new neighbor. That's right. So listener conversations is a feature. I guess it is a feature, isn't it? It is a feature indeed. Cortana tapping. Yeah. And hey, I've been saying this stuff since before Windows 10 hit, man. Come on. Go back, watch my very first Tinfoil Hat Time episode. It was on why I left Windows and came to Linux. Some cats and a dog, but I don't have any GNUs. Bexy from the beloved Samsung, yeah. iPhone and Siri sometimes activates itself and mishears me and tells me it doesn't understand when I'm having a conversation face-to-face with workmates. Yeah, there's a sign right there. Let's hope they don't invent a smart shower. Probably already have one. Just ate a meatball pizza. Pizza. Pizza, you ate yourself. What are you doing eating yourself, man? Which skin tones does it work? Well, the app actually, they say that it works by looking at blood through the translucency of the skin, so I imagine it works for white people. Sorry. Privacy is overrated. Let's all be open and tell our deepest secrets. One time, never mind. Okay, if they're going to have smart AI, they better have a unicorn so as to not discrimination. That's right. Going to the library with a laptop and working on my app. There you go. Extension for viewing Wall Street Journal articles without paying. Oh, that's neat. Burn electronics. Yep. FBI has a significant presence overseas or in many U.S. embassies. Yeah, they can be in the embassies. That's because an embassy is United States soil. The CIA is not allowed to operate in an embassy. The FBI has to operate in the embassy. It's like the CIA is not allowed to operate on United States soil. The FBI has to take any of those cases. That's why you find FBI in embassies. Because an embassy is U.S. territory where the CIA cannot operate. So there's FBI to act as liaison between the CIA activities and the FBI activities. Phil from Brian Lunduke, he was tweeting stuff on Twitter and everyone kept taking things out of context. Yeah, it's like public twittering. Hey, Quint, how's it going there, man? Hello, y'all. All right. My skin's more private than yours. Hey, no fair. Growing a beard and walking with an alternating limp. There you go. That I don't know. I might need to do that. Although I did shave today. I don't know. If I don't shave for about a week, I'm a hairy dude, man. I am the missing link to Bigfoot. I'm telling you. Real men don't hit women or children. People call them a sexist because apparently only men should not hit people. He said people shouldn't swear. Yeah. Wow. CIA is not supposed to operate in U.S. embassies. They might, but they're not supposed to. By United States law, they're not supposed to. All right, shall we dive on into business news? I think I need my A2 banner for this one, right? I'm going to A2, and where's my corporatocracy? All right. I gotta get my fire screen closed, too. Man. Let's see if we'll try not to burn the place down this time. Hey, Kitty, are you ready for us to switch to business news? Are you? You ready? All right, Kitty's ready to switch to business news, so we'll start going here. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business edition. These are recorded live Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Switch to Linux YouTube channel. So today we're highlighting our affiliate link for A2 hosting. If you are in need of a website, I use A2 hosting for everything that I'm doing. We have free SSLs through Let's Encrypt. And actually, I have cPanel SSLs as well. I'm in the VPS hosting. I'm not sure if they're Standard ones has both options or not, but they are a good service. They work very well. They have a lot of good uptime, and you can actually use my affiliate link, grab a plan, and that actually helps me out in this channel. So that being said, let's dive on into the weekly news roundup. So first, we have a proposed bill that would make monopolies pay serious fines. Serious fines. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. $5 billion settlement with Facebook largely drew 2 responses. One holds $5 billion as objectively a large sum of money, while the other holds that against Facebook's $55 billion 2018 revenue. The penalty amounts to a mere drop in the ocean and will go unseen. And I think that's true. I think they should have been, you know what Facebook should be forced to do with all their privacy violations? Yeah, we need 3 years of your 3 years of your profits. Yeah, 3 years of your profits. Let's see you sweat a little bit. Yeah, stop breaking the rules. Okay, this isn't a first-time offense if you're not following the Facebook thing. Facebook already was under a discipline under the FTC, and they kept doing the same stuff over and over that they said in 2012 to stop doing. Facebook needed to be hurt a whole lot more than less than 10% of their profit. All right, for 1 year. So the new proposed law seeks to deter anti-competitive monopolies by charging great gobs of money against companies that are caught doing it. Businesses found to be in violation would owe the greater of either 15% of their annual U.S. revenue or 30% of all revenue over a period of time the unlawful behavior took place. So that could potentially cause some damage, but not really. I mean, if we're talking 15% of Amazon or Walmart's income, yeah, they'll just turn the lights off for, for an extra hour a day for a month. And that'll generally take care of that. But nevertheless, hey, at least they're talking about this. Rather than sit here and try and make new proposed laws on the monopoly stuff, I have a great idea for you guys. If anybody at Congress is listening, are you ready? Enforce the monopoly laws we already have. I know that's shocking. Guys, we don't need new laws. Go write your Congress people today. We don't need new laws. Start enforcing the ones we have. It is already illegal to have a monopoly. Enforce the laws we have. We don't need more laws. We need to enforce what is on the books. I mean, really. Now, what bigger monopoly do we have these days than Amazon? Full disclosure, if you buy on Amazon, use my affiliate link up there. That's another great way to help support the channel. I'm not an anti-Amazon guy. I probably should be, but I'm an author, and you can't be an author and be an anti-Amazon guy. Sorry. The majority of my book sales, unfortunately, are on Amazon. But anyway, Amazon squeezes sellers that offer better prices on Walmart. This is an interesting cycle of death, all right? So, of course, Amazon and Walmart are both competing to see who can extract who can drive costs so cheap. So the idea here is that they're always scanning rivals' prices. And when something ends up being lower on Walmart.com, Amazon alerts the selling company and makes the product harder to find and buy on its own marketplace. So in other words, if you're not selling it cheaper, then we're just going to downrank it and just not display your product. Now, there is a problem here because I don't know how familiar you are with how how Walmart works, but Walmart will do a whole lot of things to drive your price down. So if I'm a business owner and I produce a widget, and I want to sell my product on Walmart. I want to sell my widget on Walmart, right? I go to Walmart, or Walmart comes to me like, we want to buy your widget. Selling your widget to Walmart can be a good deal because they have such a large distribution, but they're going to negotiate down and get your price so low, you might only make a penny or two off of widgets. Now, they make it worse that sometimes they'll just send a whole bunch of widgets back to you and you need to reimburse them for it. That's kind of a problematic thing. But all that being said, what is being done here is Walmart is doing things to make it extraordinarily difficult to be a person selling on things, driving those prices as low as possible. So now Amazon comes on and says, well, if the price of our product is higher on Amazon than it is on Walmart, we're going to make your product impossible to find. This is not necessarily technically a monopoly, but it's an oligarchy. And it should be, if you want to pass new laws, pass some oligarchy laws too. Because we only have two real options here, and they're both driving the price down as low as conceivably possible to the point where I may not be able to sell my product. This, though, by the way, is why I created my own publishing company rather than going through anybody else, is because I can have more flexibility on the price of my books and make sure that my commissions and royalties are kind of set. Although the places I use for global distribution allows me to set my royalty percentage. Amazon sets it for me, although it's pretty high. So I don't have a lot of gripes about it, but I do wish there were more options. Well, FedEx and ground delivery is ending its deal with Amazon. So I guess if you order from Amazon, FedEx will no longer be an option, I guess. So the idea is Amazon is getting involved in everything. And FedEx looks at this and says, you know what, Amazon, you are now a direct competitor of ours because you're creating your own delivery services. So they're pulling their contract. So I guess you can probably still order with FedEx, but there's no sweet background deal to make it a little bit cheaper. So you might expect to pay a little bit more going through FedEx. But anyway, as soon as they're not like stopping immediately, but as soon as the contract expires, they're not renewing it. And they basically said that, hey, it's to focus on better e-commerce strategy, that, Amazon is a direct competitor, and so we're cutting the ties with it so that we can basically compete. Yeah, I understand that, but that's all right. All right, anyone out there, who are my Frontier ISP users? You'll know if you're unsure. You'll know if your video just keeps buffering like this. Okay, because Frontier sucks. So Frontier is failing so badly, it will not even take questions from its investors. Hint, if you have stock in Frontier, get it out. Because once a company starts taking questions from its investors, the investors are going to start pulling, and that means the stock price is going to drop. Get out now if it's not already too late. So they had a $5.45 billion goodwill impairment charge. Warned investors as revenue will continue to decline into future quarters. Wow. You know what? If we just had a few extra places, like the only people still on Frontier are the people who have no other choice. Because we have an oligarchy in the ISP world. And sure, we have two huge ISPs who have less than 5% territory overlap. I have exactly one option. I am in the fourth largest city in my state, and I have exactly one option. Exactly one option of my internet provider in America in 2019. That is insanity. Yeah, I know. You can go onto those, let's look this up. I'm going to prove you wrong. There's 15 people. Somebody actually did that to me once. I'm like, you don't live here, do you? Well, let's see. HughesNet is everywhere. If you get dial-up speed on HughesNet, it's a good day. We got Verizon. Verizon caps out at a 5 Mbps down and a 0.2 Mbps up. That's number 2. We allegedly have Windstream, but every time you try and get Windstream service, they don't actually seem to service here. They actually have a corporate office downtown on Science Park Road. But I don't think they actually service internet here. I know, I looked into it. I have exactly one option. That's insane. So, all right. Oh boy. Yelp and Grubhub. We talked about Grubhub recently where they were buying up domains related to businesses and then setting up proxy sites because it allowed them to scrape off more commissions off the top. So the idea is if somebody uses Grubhub to get to your store, you pay more of a fee. So if somebody calls in and requests a Grubhub, you pay a fee. If they get to you through a Grubhub number, they pay a bigger fee. Well, Yelp, guys, can we just close Yelp down? You know what? Here's a fun thing. Let's set up a Yelp page for Yelp and give Yelp 1-star reviews repeatedly. That'd be fun. So with Yelp, Yelp and Grubhub are doing a backdoor deal where if you have your business, like your restaurant has a Yelp page, Yelp is working with Grubhub, and of course Grubhub takes out all of these phone numbers and pushes these numbers out, because if somebody dials the phone number, it goes to your business, but now they charge the restaurant again for another commission fee. So what they're doing is there's a backdoor crony deal between Grubhub and Yelp is replacing your phone number on your Yelp page with a Grubhub phone number instead. So if somebody calls your restaurant from Yelp, they're giving Grubhub another commission. Let's just take the CEOs of both these companies and beat them in town square for a while. You know, I'm telling you, don't do that. No, don't do that. But the fact is that, no, if you have a Yelp page, you should have your real business information on there. And if you happen to have one of these pages, you be checking that thing every single day. Your daily task is to check that. And if they're swapping your phone number with a Grubhub phone number so that Grubhub can steal more money off a backdoor deal with Yelp, maybe you should just stop working with both companies. Send Yelp a cease and desist. I'm sorry, I don't approve of you having my business on there. I'm going to sue you to take it down. I don't know, has anyone ever tried that? I'm sure somebody has. But the fact of the matter is, it's a big tech giant data collection company. We should have the full right to say, I'm sorry, you can't have my data. You can't have a page for me. I don't approve it being there. Grubhub, you have a complete choice with. I think Grubhub is the slimiest, scummiest company right behind Facebook and Comcast. If you're doing business with Grubhub, shame on you. Shame on you. This company has done more unethical crap to screw over their customers, to scrape off as much money as they possibly can, to the absolute detriment of small business here in America. You'll be better off hiring a delivery kid and taking orders than going through Grubhub, because they're going to be scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping, and you're going to look down and have no profit left. Stop doing business with Grubhub. That's what you can do. And when everybody does that, I'll tell you, that's when we will clean these companies up. All right. Let's stop doing that one there. Twitter can be such a dumpster fire. Yeah, Twitter is a dumpster fire. Download the Tinfoil Hat app. I'm pretty safe. Uh-oh. Use Twitter to follow Linux companies and get news. There you go. That's a reason to use it. Twitter is stupid people pretending to be intelligent, and intelligent people pretending to be stupid. There you go. Microphone is not visible. I know my microphone is not visible. All right. Mozilla is making an open source smart home controller that runs on your own server. I don't trust Mozilla these days. I'd be interesting to look at it, but I don't trust Mozilla these days. Like the idea of the CIA, now I'm on the FBI watch list. There you go. That's right. That's all I have to say. Change the color of your shirt badge. It's confusing your chroma key. Yeah, it is. That's all right. Well, Ars Technica put serious in double quotes. What app is pizza making? WhatsApp. No. All right, hang on then. If you ban you on Twitter, how can you be on a watch list? You know, CIA cannot conduct operations inside the embassy on U.S. staff, but it can operate out of it, just like operate in Langley, etc., but not conduct operations in the U.S. Keep your name and other identifying information in a blacklist file. That way they can hammer you for using secondary accounts. Yeah, you know. Guys, yes, my name is Tom. Big box Walmart pushes out businesses, Amazon pushes out brick and mortar. There you go. Pizza! Now you're broken Linux code. Never reveal the source. There you go. All right. Tried app development, but didn't like it. Wish you luck. Yeah. Not for everyone. Walmart made all of my local grocery stores stop running 24/7, as now they don't have sales to be able to stay open nonstop. Is it that we collectively thought that Steve Jobs was a great man, even when we knew he made his billions off the backs of children, or maybe that it all feels like all our heroes are counterfeit? I never really considered Steve Jobs a great hero. It's like Elon Musk. You know, Elon Musk is not this amazing genius. We look at him as an amazing genius because of all these things that companies attached to his name have done. No, he made success at one primary business, which was PayPal. Then he used that success to ride off of subsidies and other things. And literally a lot of what happened at Tesla and things like that was government subsidized to start with. And then all he did is use his money to hire a bunch of smart people and then take their credit for the things that they've done. Musk is decent at business, but he's a bumbling idiot otherwise. He's not some amazing genius. You want to know the amazing genius of Musk? Look at his proposed submarine to save the Thai kids. That was clearly his project. It was completely stupid. Had no basis in reality, and it was just a publicity stunt. I think Jobs is much the same way. You know, Jobs was an excessively hard worker. Hard work gets you places. New laws, but those poor politicians might be out of a job. Well, good. If you're a private person selling widgets, you are better off selling on eBay. Not really. I mean, eBay messes people over worse, I think. Heroes are Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, Optimus Prime, and Mr. T. All right, there you go. They're all legit. Heard Amazon take over your product if doing well as a seller. Yeah. It's saying that Amazon will buy your product in bulk from other producers and undercut your prices. Yeah. Steve Jobs also took previous free tech and copyrighted it. He really wasn't much of an actual innovator, more of a capitalist. Yeah. Even the entire basis of the Apple operating system, all of that was actually made by Xerox. Grandparents have Frontier, and I'm trying to switch them. Move a few hundred miles to get a different ISP. Yep. Always a satellite. That's right. What's up, her? How's it going there? Last mile broadband, yeah. Use expensive cable for years. My only option, yep. Yep. Unfortunately, Lucy Rossman had a run-in with Yelp where he exposed the dodgy practice that caused a Yelp employee to lose her job. Then her lawyer's father made phone calls. I saw that. That was hilarious. Yeah, Yelp is just such an unethical, unmoral company. They just need to go away. From what I hear, it's stable other than the occasional storm interfering with the signal. Use a baseball bat to deal with them and call himself Louisville Rossman, the big bad boss man. There you go. You're on fire. Where are the backgrounds of flames? Yep, this stream provided by your local NSA. Yep. I think people have tried to sue Yelp for disinformation, and courts sided with them. You know, right after the judge received this mysterious Porsche. You know. I use Windows 10 with all the tracking and stuff turned on. I like to live dangerously. All right. Good evening. I've just for 2 years. Hit them all. Finally settled on Linux Mint 19.2 is my daily driver. Channel's fun to watch. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're wearing your tinfoil. Food delivery services. I saw an article recently that 1 in 5 delivery drivers admitted to eating your food. Yeah, I mean, this is a world where people open up in the grocery store the ice cream and then put it back on the shelf. I don't want some random guy delivering my fast food. I mean, unless the restaurants put a tamper-proof seal on it, I mean, but even then, I don't know. I mean, I'm just glad I make my own ice cream, Greetings, Spin Viking. How's it going there? Got a software development, learn COBOL, millions of lines of code aren't going away anytime soon. No matter what the bosses say. Yep. I hate it when teachers say I'm going to be the next Steve Jobs. Yeah, Just tell him he was a weirdo. I aspire. No, Pizza, you say no. I aspire to be the next Bill Gates. Musk is worse than Jobs was. Both, however, have had what is the most important: great marketing. Yep. All right, shall we dive on into our security stuff? Let's do that. Do I have a security? Yeah. Really? Oh, wait. There it is. All right, so on to security news. And just a disclosure, I'm not a security researcher, so these are just kind of some articles that I grabbed into, and I read half of them, I think. All right, so this is from Microsoft. So corporate IoT provides a path into intrusion. Why am I covering this on the news? IoT leads to intrusions. Really? Wow, this is new. Never heard of this. But basically, a bunch of Microsoft employees who are involved in in looking for malware, they basically determined that, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of these various devices basically what these devices would allow someone to do is get into the device and then use the device to backdoor into the rest of the network, because these things surprisingly are not super well secured. So they were using IoT devices, getting into the IoT devices and using that as the backdoor into your network infrastructure. So if you are running a big business system or even a home network system, keep those IoT things off. You don't need a smart fridge. There's no reason to have a smart refrigerator. Not at all. I mean, really. All right, from state-sponsored attackers to common cyber criminals, destructive attacks are on the rise. This is from Security Intelligence. These guys are looking at the cost and the basically how more and more of these vulnerabilities are happening. So looking at the numbers, destructive attacks, which are, malware, encryption attacks, things like this. They're costing multinational companies $239 million on average. This is 61 times more costly than the average data breach, which is $3.92 million. Attacks destroy 12,000 company machines on average. I don't know where they're getting all of their specific data, but also the time it takes, about 512 hours from the initial response team to full remediation. So, and of course, some of these are doing more or less, but basically, no matter if it's just a script kiddie or if it's a state attacker, malware attacks are on the rise. Guys, this needs to open up our minds to this, because we're trying to push everything on the internet. We're trying to push everything onto the most fragile thing we have, which is our electric grid. We're pushing everything into these online databases. Meanwhile, all of these types of attacks are rapidly on the rise. Maybe we need to stop and keep our personal files out of the internet and put them in filing cabinets again, because we have a lot lower chance of somebody breaking into my house. And it's a lot less destructive when someone has to break into houses individually versus access a database, particularly one I don't have any control of my data on. That's something to keep in mind. All right, oh, this is a good one. AT&T workers took $1 million in bribes to unlock over 2 million phones. So these are just some Pakistani hackers, Pakistani hackers, they're just doing social engineering hacks. Get into AT&T, hey, how much you making on your job? Oh, you're only making like $8 an hour at your job? How'd you like to make about 5,000 right now? Yeah, I'll wire you 5,000 right now in Bitcoin. Yep. All you need to do is unlock me a few of these AT&T phones. So they were using social engineering hacks / bribing to convince AT&T employees to install malware and to do unauthorized hardware unlocks on a variety of different tools and stuff. So think about that. Even if you have done all your good two-factor authentication and you're a good little boy and girl and you got strong passwords and you're doing all the security right, you're only as safe as the least safe person. And when some Pakistani briber's got $1 million to wave in front of some low-level employee that is the only thing in between you and a hacker, you're getting pwned, buddy. You're getting pwned. So that's kind of exciting. So, of course, Department of Justice, of course, now they have to attempt to extradite somebody from a non-extradition country. So there's really nothing anybody's going to do about it. So, yeah, have fun. Simply Safe home security systems can be compromised with a $2 wireless emitter. Home security stuff. This was a fun article to read. These are all on switchedtolinux.com. You can find the article list, as it's listed in the description too. So, Simply Safe is a home security system that this guy, the lock-picking lawyer, posted a video on YouTube which demonstrated that he could actually, using a $2 system and not having to do any programming, he could interfere with the system, open the doors, and an alarm would never sound. Now, of course, the company came back with a giant response. The video is misleading. It doesn't apply how security systems work in real life. Video demonstrates the systems are engineered to detect this kind of interference. In a video, the video maker finds a precise frequency, signal strength, orientation of system components which they can thread the needle of a blocking chain communication without triggering an alert. In real life, this is unlikely because signal strength degrades unpredictably depending on distance and landscape. It would have been very difficult for anyone to hit on the right strength without triggering an alert. In addition to the setup he demonstrates, which is the sensors, base, keypad, and jammer are all close together. This does not resemble the setup of an actual home. In other words, prior knowledge of the layout of the motion sensors, door sensors, and base stations and customer home, and rehearsal of how to move about the home would be necessary to confidently select a strength that would both jam and not be detected. In order for a real bad actor to effectively interfere with the system in this way, they would likely have to already be inside the home and have ample practice. We take very seriously anything that might interfere with our mission of keeping every home secure. We have the ability to tune the detection parameters and regularly release security and usability updates to make it increasingly difficult for anyone to use this type of attack. Yeah, this is the lying PR person. So the guy with the video responded back. Basically, he says, no, I arranged them closely for the purpose of doing a video. He says, but he tested this with the security system set up exactly according to manufacturer's requirements, and no signal tuning was necessary. He simply bought his $2 jammer, approached the house, hit the button, and entered. That's it. So, definitely worth reading through the article. It's kind of funny to see this guy break into the system, but this is the reality. You know, you use these systems, they're not safe. Watch some of these DEF CON guys from the not the pen testers, but from the physical space entries. They are hilarious. No, like most of those magnetic doors out there, you can actually get through those with a vape pen. Blow that through the door, it triggers most of those electrically sealed doors. Almost all of them. You can walk right in. Go up, vape at the door, and open the door up. If you don't happen to vape, you can actually take one of the air spray cans, how they say hold it this way, not this way. Well, if you hold it this way, a big old puff of smoke comes out, and you can open doors like that too. You know? There's so many different ways to get past these things. Don't be lulled into a false sense of security by this type of stuff. But at the same time, you know, it's going to get through some of the stupid burglars, so it's not entirely a bad thing. Just don't use this as the silver bullet to keep everybody out of your house, because it's not going to be. All right, and finally, a severe local zero-day escalation exploit found in the Steam client services. Basically, Steam client allows some things to run at a root privilege for the purpose of running the games properly. And now, some people are like, hey, this is not really the case. If I remember correctly, so this is where the guy, I think this is the one where the guy went through, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. Anyway, because you're using Steam to install a game. So any bad actor can put a game onto Steam, which will drop files into the client, which will allow malware to be executed as root on your computer. But get this, guys, It only seems to affect Windows. Only affects Windows. You're using Steam on Linux. I don't think this is actually a problem for you. I believe this has been patched at this point in time. Just be aware of it. If you've been holding back a Steam update and you're on Windows, go ahead and roll that update through because you might actually need it. All right, there's our security stuff. Stan ditched Java years ago. Can't stop refactoring. Okay. You have a Linux-based ice cream maker. If not, you should build one. No, I make ice cream from scratch without any makers. You don't need an ice cream maker to make ice cream, people. You need a Pyrex pan. Okay. Maybe a timer. Ooh, a rubber spatula. Uh-oh, what else am I missing? You don't need an ice cream maker to make ice cream. Perl first appeared December 18th, 1987, 31 years ago. 31 years ago. Oh, man, I'm old. Has any company ever sent you anything for your channel? Yes. Okay, COBOL Fortran, some of the oldest computer languages still around. Just an old DOS guy here, nothing special really. Work for AT&T and call center employees can't directly unlock phones. There's unlock case team that approves them one at a time, and they're idiots. Will they unlock a phone for a lot of money? Dude, I could do it with an SDR too, yeah. Am I late for the El Fudjo? Is that the fire screen? Yeah, DT, sorry, man. I went on fire within like 5 minutes of this video. About the time that that police centers were sending 911 emergency call data up to Amazon, I pretty much lost it. So, you know. Jammer, Zapper, your Lamborghini Merc car. Back in the old days, this is funny. My grandparents were some of the first people. My grandfather was the president of an insurance company, so they were one of the early people with a garage door, and with an actual like an automatic garage door. You know, you get the things everyone has now. You hit these. Well, way back in the day when those first hit the market, the Sears and Roebuck automatic garage door openers would actually trigger the emergency sensors on the lights. So he'd be driving down Peach Street and other main streets in Erie, hitting the button, and all the lights would turn green for him. We've been holding back a Steam update for more than a week. You have fun waiting at least 50 minutes to play your game. Yeah. Still hoping for a sequel fire. Yeah. Guide on doing ice cream on Linux. I actually have a guide of how to make ice cream without an ice cream maker on my home cooking hacks channel. The hacker known as Fortran. There you go. It's GNU ice cream. That's right. It's GNU ice cream. Right, kitty? Right? Yeah. Want to say hi? Hello, people. All right, let's feed this kitty, shall we? And move the coffee cup out of the way. Then we'll go ahead and feed this kitty cat. Feed the kitty, feed the kitty, feed the kitty. All right, buddy. I got him Surfer's Delight. Not brought to you by Temptations. Temptations, you better come sponsor videos soon. All right. Everyone sticks around for this show. All right. So we got him some Surfer's Delight. So this guy's got crunchy inside. It's tuna, shrimp, and salmon flavors. Hey, kitty, I'm trying to get it open, buddy. It's the first time I've opened it. I'm sorry. It takes a little bit longer to open it. It's the first time. Oh, you smell that? Oh, you smell that Surfer's Delight, don't you? Yeah. Here, bud. Go get one. No, I don't have one in my hand. I don't have anything in my hand. You're going to have to go in there. Go in there. Go get one. Go on. Get it. Can you get it? Did you get it? All right. There's another one for ya. And let's do one more for this camera over here. Yeah. Are they finger licking good? They are finger licking good. All right. Here's see. There you go. Yeah, I'm sideways now. My camera's all sideways. There we are. All right. Okay. All right, let's see. Name of home cooking is called Home Cooking Hacks, and I do not do a lot of updates to it at this point in time just because time constraints. Let me find it for you. Well, here's the website. You can actually just go to the website and download all the recipes and watch all the videos directly from there. So you can go there. Kitty ran away. All right. Let's see. Ice cream. Be right back. I think I have some mint ice cream and some chocolate ice cream left. Cat Gamer has an addiction to cleaning. Hey, man. Clean house is a happy house. We need ice cream OS. A creamer and a vanilla extract in a dumb fridge. Made in time for Kitty. Had my 2-year-old's birthday party. Oh, cool. Well, very good. Very cool. Just updated Steam. Took a couple minutes. Or are you talking about bigger previous update? As long as you're up to date on Windows, you should be fine at this point. Yesterday was International Cat Day. Meow. Why do I never know about International Cat Day? I would have streamed the cats all day long. Hey, Kitty, it was International Cat Day yesterday. Yeah, it was International Cat Day yesterday. Any cat other than maybe Blue Partisan would go surfing? Are they marketing to humans or cats? You know. Kitty is hungry. Something on Skype after the Steam it. Yes. Skype is still turned on, and as soon as I tear down the office and turn it back around, I will go over and chat with you over there. Should totally post more. I have footage recorded for a ham and bean soup. It's just the time constraints, and I'm working on putting together a publishing company which is going to have its own specific YouTube channel on it, and that is my #1 priority right now. So taking the extra time to do the cooking channel ones, especially since they take a long time to do. They take a long time to do the cooking channel videos. But yeah, I have other things I'd like to do with it. I have some other videos, but at the same time, it's kind of low priority right now. It'd be higher priority if I had like a full studio kitchen to do more professional quality, but I want to get back onto the writing stuff more than anything, so. But yeah, I would like to post more over there. That would be fun, but... Wow. It's been, what is it, about 8 months? 8, 9 months? No. 10 months. Wow. Really? Something like that. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. Is anybody we follow streaming right now? Anybody else? Is Toss on? Anybody else on? Is anyone going to be on? I'm not seeing anybody on. All right, guys. We will catch you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We should be streaming tomorrow at 12:30. And not sure I'm doing Sunday yet, but we'll figure something out. So anyway, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon, and we will catch you later.